I was culture shock in my own country. This is my sister. Yes, my sister, my dearest sister, guys.
I wake up in the morning with a smile on my face, feeling thankful for the love and the happiness we chase.
Good morning, guys. Welcome back to my channel. Welcome back to another video. Hope you guys are having a wonderful day. In this video, I will be talking about my experience that I have in Jamaica while I was there for the short period of time. The reason for me going to Jamaica. But before I get any further into this video, guys, please go ahead and like this video, comment, and subscribe to the channel if you're not yet a subscriber. All right, and thank you for tuning into this video. So guys, I've not been to Jamaica for about 6 years, yes, and we went back a couple days ago for the very first time within in 6 years for myself and the girls. Alyssa has been back multiple times, but for me, I did not. Every time I want to go, something happen, and I don't get the chance to go, and I keep putting it off, And the reason why I went back, it was not for a happy moment; it was for a sad moment. Right now I'm still grieving. For those of you who don't know, I lost my sister in September, and it's the reason I went back to Jamaica a couple of days ago. This is my sister. Yes, my sister, my dearest sister, guys. I miss her so much. I'm still grieving her loss. But I'm just trying to put the best outside right now. Althea, I miss you so much. Yes, guys. So it's 3 days now since I'm back from Jamaica. So we went to Jamaica to attend our homegoing service, and I have to tell you guys my experience while I was there. It was a bittersweet moment for us, because not being there for such a while, I was happy to go back home. But the reason to go back home was not a very happy one. And yeah, but as I said, it was a bittersweet moment. My sister and I, we were planning to go back in December together. We could actually see each other, because she was in the States and I'm in Canada. So both of us were planning to go back together in December. Both of us will be there. Luckily, I saw her in December. Last year, December, I saw her. I went to America to spend some time with her. And we were both planning to go back to Jamaica together in December so we could actually be there together. But, God took her because he wants her to be among his angel, because she was an angel on earth, and he took her. And yeah, she's now singing with the angels, and she's watching over me, I'm sure of that. And yeah, so we went back to Jamaica because we want to pay our last respect to her. So guys, so now let me give you my experience. So I said to you that it's been 6 years since I've not been back to Jamaica. And as I said to you, I was happy to go back home to see my families and friends and all of that, and to enjoy Jamaica to the fullest. I wasn't able to enjoy it to the fullest because we had to rush back for work and school. But we took Flair Airline. That's the airline that we took. It was my very first time traveling on Flair Airline. I didn't know what to expect. But guys, to be honest, the ride was smooth sailing. I had no regrets taking Flair. The only regret I have is that it's expensive. Because with, you know what, I'm going to talk about Flair Airline in a different video. I'm not going to give you all of the information about it right now, but I'm going to give it to you in a different video. Yes, I think I have a lot to say about Flair Airline, but apart from that, the ride was smooth sailing. No issue with that. So we took Flair Airline from Toronto to Norman Manley International Airport in Jamaica. We landed safely, thanks be to God. When we landed, we were supposed to rent a car from the airport for the couple of days that we were supposed to be in Jamaica. But when we got there, all the cars, because we did not reserve a car, all the cars were booked. We did not get to rent a car from the airport. So with Alistair being the person that he is, he always knows somebody who knows somebody or knows somebody who do something. So he has a friend who do rental. So he called his friend and we were able to get the car to rent from that person. But in order to get to the car, we had to take uh a taxi from the airport to Up Park Camp. That's guys. I don't know if it's the norm. The fare that the taxi man charged us from the airport to Up Park Camp was like 7,000 Jamaican dollars. I think that's a lot of money for just from there to there. But let me know what you think. If you think that fare was reasonable or you think is the correct fare or he overpriced us. He priced us as tourists and not as Jamaicans because we're Jamaicans. So he priced us as tourists and not as Jamaican. Let me know in the comment what you guys think, right? So we got the car at Up Park Camp, and then we had to do some little run around in Kingston, and we had to travel from Up Park Camp to Portmore. Guys, let me tell you something. Oh my gosh. The ride from Up Park Camp to Portmore, it was something else, guys. Traffic, when you talk about traffic to get to Portmore Toll Road was horrible. It was horrible, guys. We were in traffic for so over probably 2 hours. We were in traffic. We were staying in Portland, so we had to leave Kingston to go to Portland, but we had to get something done in Portmore, and we were in traffic for 2 hours. 2 hours, guys. I was so drained. I was tired. I was hungry. Everything that you can think of, I was feeling like, and another thing I forget to mention, when we landed in at the airport and we came outside, guys, the heat hit us like a tornado. The heat was it was so hot. I didn't leave Jamaica so hot. It wasn't so hot when I was leaving Jamaica, and knowing that it's this time of the year, I didn't expect it to be so hot, but it was hot. So I don't know what it's like. I can just imagine what it's like in the summer, because just me, at this time of the year, I would normally feel Christmas breeze and all of that, but there was no. It was the standstill. No wind, the trees were not moving, everything was a standstill. The humidity was intense. It was so hot, guys. And I don't know, we were in that traffic for so long, even though we have AC in the car. But we were in Jamaica, and I wanted to feel the natural breeze. I want to feel everything that's natural. But we weren't able to do that because we have to have AC running because it was so hot. And I know, coming from Canada that was so cold, it's like our body was thawing. We were thawing out so fast, you know, guys. It was a good experience overall, but I mean, it was super hot and the traffic didn't make it any better. So we drove to Portmore, we did what we had to do, and then we came back. Guys, when we reached at the Portmore Toll Road, I was shocked. We paid $306 just to go on the toll, and it wasn't a long stretch of road. It was a very short stretch of road. I would pay $306 to go across the toll road. That, for me, it was very expensive. The taxi fare was so expensive as well. But we went across Portmore. We did what we have to do. We came back, and then we traveled to Portland. Guys, before I even get into that, I was culture shock in my own country. Can you believe that? It's almost like I was culture shock in my own country when I landed at the airport. The people were bundled up. everybody in the way, nobody's moving. You say, excuse me, they turn around, they look at you and they don't move. You know, after leaving Jamaica first and being accustomed to, you know, some more civilized situation, I was a bit taken aback when I see how some of the people were behaving. At the airport, they were pushing, nobody joining any line, you know. And I'm sure when they go to other people's country, they behave much better than they were behaving that day. When we landed at the airport, it was a disgrace. The people, the behavior of the passengers, and the persons who were coming in, the Jamaicans who were coming in, it was horrible. That is why I heard a lot of people say that when they're traveling, they rather go to Sangster's International Airport than Norman Manley International Airport, and I can understand why. Because when I landed there, the people there, they were something else. It was a disgrace, the way all they were behaving. When we have to go to custom, they bundled up, nothing was organized, nothing was in place for person to join straight lines, you know, to partition. Everybody was just bundled people cutting line, going with their own thing, nobody to say this is where you're supposed to go. I was a bit culture shock in my own country, guys. Sad to say, but I have to say it. All right, so that was one of the low points for me. So now that we left Portmore, traveling to Portland, and you know Portland is where I'm from, and I was so excited to get to Portland to see my families, you know, and my friends, to bring back some good memories. We decided that we weren't going to take the Junction route. Instead, we took the Center Mass route. Who tell if we take that route there, guys? In the night. Who tell if we take that route in the night? Guys, it was something else. Taking the Center Mass route was something else, guys. We blundered. If you put it like that, we blundered. We blunder, guys. We blunder. We were extremely, we made an error, guys. From Kingston to about Bull Bay, it was smooth sailing. The road was perfect. By the time we landed in Bull Bay and come around into St. Thomas, guys, it was a disgrace. I'm so ashamed of the road. It was horrible, guys. Some manhole and a pothole them. Some human hole where we have to maneuver. The road was so bad. There was no signs, no sign to warn us, nothing to warn us. And if there were signs, the signs were where the obstacles were. They weren't warning us early so we can prepare ourselves. It's when we reach where the obstacles are, that's where the signs are, and the signs were not enough. They weren't clear. Thank God Alistair is a good driver and he is used to driving on certain road condition, because I don't know, for me, I would have probably turned back or just stopped because it was night. The road weren't lit properly, not enough light, you know, for us to see clearly. It was dark and the roads were in deplorable condition. I don't think I will ever drive back on that road unless they finish working on it. So that was something else. Luckily, we reached safely. We reached our destination in Portland safely, and I was happy. Thanks be to God, we reached safely. It's actually Kalisa's first time going to Jamaica, and she loved it. She enjoyed every bit of it. She did not want to leave her cousins and her aunts and uncles. She wanted to stay. Even when we got back home in Canada, she said, can we go back? You know, she loved it there. I'm happy that she get to taste a piece of my culture. Yes, guys. So when we landed in Portland, it was so late. I was happy, meet and greet, and you know, It was time to go to bed. When we went to our bed, it was when we reached, it was a Friday that we went to Jamaica. It was a Friday. And then the Saturday we got up, we got things done, we put things in place. What did we do this Saturday? This Saturday we didn't do much. I think we went to Port Antonio. Yes, we did some shopping, in preparation for the funeral, repast, and all of that. Then we had the funeral on the Sunday, which was a sad moment for all of us, not just the family members, also friends. You know, it was very sad for us. She got a really good send off. She got a really good send off, and she was laid to rest peacefully. She was very peaceful. Looking at her in her casket, she was very peaceful. It's like she was sleeping, guys. It was a sad moment. When it hit me the most at the graveside, when everything was done and everybody was leaving. I think I was one of the last person to leave the graveside. That's when it really hit me. I did not want to leave her there alone. It was a sad moment, guys. I did not want to leave her alone. But Alice started to pull me away. I started crying. Her friend was crying. My aunt was crying. Everybody was crying. My nieces, they were crying. Everybody was crying, everybody. And not everybody cried tears, but I know everybody. I am sure everybody's grieving. Everybody was grieving. I am still grieving, every now and then tears come down my eye when I think about her, at the graveside. You know, I'm still going through it, but I'm just trying to put the best foot forward. Yes, guys. So the Sunday was the funeral. After the funeral, we had the repast, and then the Monday now. I think the Monday I had some stuff to get done in Port Antonio. I went to Port Antonio. I got some stuff done. And Tuesday the same thing. I had to get some things done. And guys, I must say, overall customer service, I was impressed. I was so impressed with the customer service in Jamaica. So far, every business, every transaction that I have done, everything that I have done in Jamaica when it comes on to dealing with other people, the service was good, you know, and I'm happy for that. They were very pleasant, they were helpful, they weren't grumpy as I thought they would be, based on what I've heard from other people. So that is why sometimes you don't listen to what other people have to say. You have to learn for yourself, get your own experience, because everybody experience is different. So I'm impressed with the customer service that I've gotten when I was in Jamaica. I'm very impressed with that. The only thing is that, yes, when you go, for example, you go to the cashier in the supermarket and you're in the line, they will talk to everybody and they take their own little time and their own little time to cash you. But when you cash the person in front of you, and then when you go up to them, they will talk to you just the same. They're friendly, they're nice, and they talk to you and they take their own little time to cash you. Nobody's in a rush, everybody's just easy going. And I think that's a good thing, but because we are in this in Canada, or if you're coming from a different country, you're used to being in the fast pace. But when you go to Jamaica, it's so relaxing. Everybody's taking their own little time, no concern for anything, you know, which it can be a good and a bad thing, because, time is money, as they say. You're wasting time, and, people have things to get done. But overall, the customer service was great. I had no issue with customer service. I went to the bakery. I buy grotto bread. I bought grotto bread. I bought cornbread. I bought snacks. All of those goodies that I can't get here in Canada. I didn't bother to buy some of the things that I know I can get in Canada, like the Lasco and those things. We can get them here, so I don't buy them. I buy only the stuff that we're not able to get in Canada. I bought cane. I brought up June plum. My aunt baked potato pudding. Guys, we were well fed in Jamaica. Oh my gosh, we got ackee and saltfish. We got plantain, the real Jamaican plantain. We got callaloo, yam, guys. The yam in yellow yam in Jamaica is out of this world. The yam that we get in Canada, it's nothing compared to the yam that we get in Jamaica. We got fried dumpling. We were well fed, you know, thanks to my aunt and my sister who accommodated us and provided for us. We thank you so much, you know. Everybody was happy. The kids, every morning we get up, we get with breakfast, we get with dinner, we have snacks, we have anything. Everything was provided for us. Everything, guys. And I'm grateful for that. We miss Jamaica so much. And I was happy to be amongst my family and my friends. You know, it was such a pleasure to be there. And overall, as I said, the customer service was superb. I really appreciate that. I really admire that. And I'm happy that we got good customer service back home. We came back to Canada the Wednesday. We landed and everything. We took Air Canada to come back and everything went smoothly. We reached home safely. We did the park and fly. So our car was, we drove our car from home to the airport. And then when we were coming back, we were able to pick up back our car and come home. So everything went smoothly. It was a, as I said to you at the beginning, it was a bittersweet moment going to Jamaica, but I really enjoyed the trip. We went to the beach, yes, as and I posted in previous video. We went to the beach, we enjoyed ourselves. The good thing about the day when we went to the beach, it was a Tuesday that we went, and the day was so perfect. It wasn't too hot. When we went there, the beach was so empty, so we got the beach for ourselves. It was like one and two persons were there, so we basically got the beach for ourselves, which I'm happy for that. It wasn't crowded, you know. So yes, my experience in Jamaica was very good. The only thing I hope is that they will work on the roads. You know, if the roads are fixed and, you know, maintained, build drain where the water can run off the road. They have proper drainage for the roads, so the roads can be properly cared for. Yeah, that's the major problem I had was the roads, the condition of the road, especially in the eastern section in St. Thomas, traveling from Kingston to Portland through St. Thomas. That was horrible. I don't know how those people living there manage, you know. The roads are bad in St. Thomas, very bad. I hope the politician will, you know, do something to fix those roads. It was very hot there, but apart from that, my overall experience was good, and I'm happy that Kalisa was able to get a piece of our country, and I'm happy that she loved it. She loves her cousins, she loves her aunt and uncles. Everybody love her, you know. We miss them so much, and I'm sure they miss us too. Yeah, hopefully we'll get to go there on a happier note to spend a longer time with them soon. We hopefully soon, fingers crossed, we'll be able to go back and spend some quality time with them. Yes, guys, so that's my overall experience in JA, and I'm happy to share this experience with you. Thank you for tuning in. Thank you for watching this video. Please go ahead and like, share, comment, and subscribe to my channel, and I'll see you again soon. Bye for now.